If you enjoy these videos and would like to support me, TE, and also get some behind the scenes content, please consider joining Patreon. Oh, I didn't see you there, it's me, Thomas Edward, also known as TE, and welcome to another toolbox, well actually a tool bag, loadout video. Now, you may have seen, quite recently, about 6 months ago, I did this video, this toolbox, my quick access small toolbox what can do a lot of things. I can take apart many classic BMs and Rovers with this box. What's quarter drive, socket set in it, a few spanners, hammer, wire cutters, twin grips, everything I need to do quite a lot of stuff. But I always struggle when I go into bigger stuff like brakes, suspension, stuff like that. So I've built another bag. So I've built this. This is a Facom tool bag. Now I wanted these for a long time. My friend Johnny knew I wanted one for a long time, and he kept sending me offers when they came up cheap on eBay, and then eventually they came up quite cheap before Christmas. I bought one, and I wanted one for ages, but I didn't really know how much room there'd be, and I knew the size of them and stuff, but I didn't know what they'd look like for tools. And to my friend Johnny also sent me Lord Muck's video where he showed all his tools. And his bag he uses for going out into the field fixing tractors and various machines, he uses a Facom tool bag. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And he had quite a lot of tools in it. He had a good socket set in it, a load of pliers, a multimeter, hammer, a whole lot of stuff. And I think, oh, that's enough for me. I can fit what I want in it. Now, you have seen, maybe, if you go back from the videos I did, a snap-on tool chest video. That's my big toolbox. Now that's currently gone back into storage because I haven't got room for it anymore, where it was, because I don't have a proper garage at the moment. So I kept back some tools, what I think I needed, and a lot of them went into storage. So I thought, well, if I'm getting this bag, let's build another setup, what I'm happy with. And it has some of my old stuff in, but a lot of it's actually quite new. I've actually sort of sat down and thought, what do I need? And what am I going to use it for? And then also, as you go along, you customise it to what you need as well. You go, right, I'll have this thing, but then you never use it. So you take that out and you put something in its place, or you don't put anything in its place. So I'm going to show you what I've got so far in the 3-4 months I've had it and been building it, and it's still not finished. Now on the outside I have a few trinkets. I have the original Olight I1R, just a little key ring. I had it just kicking around in a drawer for ages because I've got so many other Olights. So just put it on there, and then this is, if you remember the B&W UK Car Club, and if you join they give you loads of little bits. This is some kidney grills, as you can see there. And then on the other side I have a Milwaukee 16-foot tape measure, because you always need a tape measure, even in mechanics. And then inside, obviously the bag, the whole bag in its glory, and it's got a strap on it, so you can put it over your shoulder, what you need. It is pretty heavy. And a nice handle, and then these two clips on top, and then it's velcroed lidded. And now, first of all, you'll see it has a see-through bit on the lid. Now, Lord Muck on his, he didn't really put much in his, but I've used mine up. So I won't take everything out there, you can sort of see what I've got. I've got a tyre pressure gauge, I've got a tiny little screwdriver, I've got some trim tools, a magnet, actually the same make Snap-on use, because Snap-on don't make their own magnets, they use another brand and then brand it up as a Snap-on, and this is the original make. Is it ULLMAN? So I got one of them. That was another of my friends, Johnny's, because I said, oh, I want a magnet, what should I get? And he said, oh, get that, because it's actually what Snap-on use. Then I've got a nice electrician screwdriver there. I've got a charger for an Olight there, some wire, my WD straw is there, and there's a charge cable for another lamp what's in here, and there's a random zip tie there as well. So that's everything in the lid. Now inside I've got WD-40, what you always need, a good bottle, a big bottle, because in my other little box couldn't fit any penetrating fluids because it was too small. It was just a quick grab box, but you didn't have anything like this. So I've got some of that. I've got I always like, over a regular hammer, I like a non-shock rubber hammer. I've had this years, since in my late teens. No, I've had this over 10 years. It's going a bit, it's on its way out now. It's starting to chip in places there, so you can see the metal almost underneath. I'd like to replace it with a snap-on dead blow hammer, but they're about 60-70 quid. I haven't got that funds at the moment, so this will be alright for now. I might just get another one of these, because they're not much. I like hitting something that's softer than harder, because you can give it a good welly without damaging something with a non-shock rubber hammer. And then I've got, let me get these out, like various rags, because you always need rags in a toolbox, cleaning tools and wiping your hands and wiping whatever you're doing. Now it's a bit chucked in at the moment, because actually this box has just been chucked back in it. It's come back in the house after doing a recent job. I did a battery change for my older brother on his Vauxhall Zafira. We swapped around a couple of batteries, because he's still got his old car with a good battery, so I swapped the batteries around. So it's all sort of a chucked in order. Normally it's quite well organised, TE organisation. So first I've got, now I didn't want too many screwdrivers, because my other box has only really got 2 screwdrivers and you can manage. You don't need a load of screwdrivers, but I wanted enough what I can do more than the green box could. So I've got a big flathead, and it's a snap-on one, hard handle. I like the hard handle stuff, and it's I think it's a 50th anniversary, and I got it with this one as well. I got it in a pack of 3. Well, obviously someone was selling 3 and I bought 3. Sold 1 and kept 2. So I kept a nice Phillips and a nice big flathead, because you always need a big flathead, whatever you do. So I've got them, but then I've got a hard handle snap-on ratchet as well, long one. Now I did have another snap-on ratchet, but never liked it. I always wanted a hard handle one, and between me and my friend Johnny, we managed to find one, because he found this and went, oh look at that, and I said, oh, I'd have that if I could sell mine, and we did sort of a deal and we sorted something out for it, and this is what I've got this one now. So I've got that and these 2 other screwdrivers, and that's all you really need, really. I haven't actually given this a full test yet. I've mainly sort of jumped to these, because these are more on top than, because this is on bottom. But I'd like to give it some hammer, not hammer, but like some use at some point, to really see what I can get out of it and how useful it'd be. But this ratchet stems back from my dad growing up. Always had an orange hard handle, long shaft. And I always loved using it as a kid, so I always wanted one. Now I've got a red one, so eventually it will get used. I'll end up probably using it when we do coolant pipes and stuff, because you get in the depth of the engine with it, can't you, and do the jubilees on the pipes. So that will come in handy eventually. Now at Christmas, I didn't know I was getting these. Sam Morris, my best friend, we always get presents every year, and birthday presents for each other. We've done it for 15 years since at school. He got me these. Now Sam has a breakdown toolbox in his van, and he had a set of these, and I always paid interest in them because I thought they were great. And they were Baco, and it's 4 spanners in one. So on that there's an 8, 11, 10 and a 6 on that, and I think it goes up to what, a 19, 8, that's an 18, yeah 19 I think goes high, yeah 17. 16, yeah, so it goes high as 19mm. And he got me a set, and he said they were quite hard to find. He said I couldn't find any anywhere, and then he found some, I think, online. You see the bags, it's obviously had some use, but the spanners are in good nick. So he got me them, so they're very nice. I didn't get me them, and I've put these in here because at the time I hadn't really got any spanners for this bag, and I was rumming around me what to do if we get a set of nice snap-on spanners, but a load of money, or get some Wura spanners like I've got in a little box, and I didn't know what to do. And then he got me these, and I was like, alright, that thing sorted. I've got some spanners. I used these the other day on a fence, really good actually. The only confusing thing is, the fence had 2 different size bolts on it. It had a 14mm head and one a 13, and you're flipping through the spanier and you keep forgetting which end it's on, so that's the only thing, but that's probably just me. And so they're good. Another rag there, can't beat another rag. Now I've got one of the first things. I'll just get this out first and show you this first. one of the first things I got for this bag when I bought it before Christmas, I treated myself to a Snap-on 82 3/8 long handle ratchet. I got this quite cheap actually on eBay. I managed to send off on it and win it, and not think I'd win it, but I won it. I got it here. I had to service it because it was all seized up, so it's all well lubed now. Took it apart, refurbished the head, and it's a lovely ratchet. Someone was saying the other day that, oh, you keep your tools clean, and I was just thinking, well, the chrome hand, I've not had it long, and it's second hand, but I suppose these do get, if a lot of use, they do get matted, as obviously it still looks quite shiny to some people, but if you do look at it, it does have some wear on it from the previous owner, and obviously it will have a lot of wear years to come with me. So I've got that. Love Snap-on. I like the feel Snap-on. It's either mentally or it's just a feel in your hand, physically feel. Some people says you're overpaying for them, but no, I just like the feel of them. Now I love me Snap-on hard gear, like my ratchets and stuff, but the sockets, if you buy that it's cheap, but it did cost money, and then you look at the sockets and you're like, oh, it's 3 figures get a good set of 3/8 sockets. So my other thing, what I did in my small box, what you would have seen, is I love, the ratchet quality of them are spot on, is US Pro sockets. They've never given me any jip. I've had a 1/4 drive set for ages. I've given them some Armalite, and you've never bothered them, so I just got another 3/8 set in deep for this ratchet. Apart from that one, the one on the end, that's a Draper one I think on them, but it's a similar sort of design, because I needed an 8, and I took a 12 out because you don't need a 12, because this set only came from like 10 to 19, and I needed an 8. An 8's really important, so I took a 12 out because I only had so many rail on here to put on the sockets on, so I took a 12 out, put an 8 on, and that sorted me out. And this is a laser magnetic rail, what I got off eBay, about 10 quid, really good, so you can magnetic stuff when you're working, and a bit of rubber so it doesn't scratch whatever it's magnetic to. So yeah, I always like in tool bags 2 sets of sockets if I can, deep and shallow, because in my small set I've got a shallow 1/4 drive and a deep 1/4 drive, and this I've got I've got a 3/8 deep here. This is my 3/8 deep, and then in the bottom I've got another 3/8 shallow. I want to show you. So I've got this here. This is my other 3/8. Now I've had this since I was 13 years of age. It's a what's it called? It's a Tang Tools 3/8 shallow socket set, what goes up to 19. So I've got best of both worlds. I've got a nice short set of sockets and deep set of sockets, with a little extension in. Great ratchet. Now I actually was thinking of just keeping this at home and having this as a home set, and just putting a rail of short 3/8 sockets in here instead of having this. But I don't know, I'm in between what to do at the moment on that, because I like this, but it's a bit of weight in it, and I could just get away with a shallow set of sockets. That's something to think about, that is. And then I've got 3/8 wobbly 6-inch Snap-on extension for me for this. That was another cheap eBay find. And then I've got this. Oh, the socket on this, well, I forgot. So I've got a 3/8 breaker bar. This is actually quite a rare one. I think this is like 11-inch or 12-inch. It could be a 12-inch and normally like 11 or 10-inch. I can't think, but I remember it was quite rare to get the length for this one. I wanted the longest I could get in 3/8 form. And this was a little extra 10mm socket on here, deep. My only Snap-on deep socket I've got in 3/8 form. And this came with, I bought a screwdriver, what I'll show you in a minute, and it came with that, and I've just chucked it on that. Because my dad always, for years, always had a ratchet with a Snap-on 10mm socket on it, because he said you always need a ratchet with a 10mm ready to go, what you grab, what you don't have to think about. And obviously you're not going to lose it, are you? So I've got that, and I don't know why I got a breaker bar. I think I just wanted one because you get a bit more leverage on it than they're not like a really hard duty, are they? Breaker bar, you can break them if you put too much pressure on them, but they're better than a ratchet if you just need a bit more torque. So I've got that, and that little socket, that 10mm, came with this nice little Phillips I bought. This was off Facebook with that 10mm. Nice, I wanted a nice little fine head Phillips, and I like the yellow, but it's quite cute, and it's hard handled. I like hard handles, so yeah, I have got another screwdriver, and that's the one. And then in here, I've got this torch. Well, it's a lamp. 2 settings. That's all you need. You don't need any more settings than that. It's a power hand. It's great. You can run a car over and it don't break. Proven tested, that is. I've even had it on bottom of cars and it's fallen off and forgot about it because the magnet's so strong on it. I've had this since I was 15, 16 years of age. It's quite old now, but it's good. Now they have done a new version of this, but it seemed to disappear and I can't find it now because I thought about getting another one of these. And it's got like 2 different ways, and it's really strong magnet. Have we got anything? Yeah, see, it's a good strong magnet. So that's very useful. As always, have a light. And then I've got these. I'll show you these first. Knipex snips. These are the Union Jack limited edition ones. These were, well, I knew about them, but they were meant to be a surprise for my friend Johnny. Bit of an extra Christmas present. I knew about them and then I forgot about them, and then they came at Christmas. Because I wanted a good set of snips for this bag. I think he knew about it. I wanted these snips, a good set of snips for these bags. I think that's why he ended up getting. He bought one for himself, he bought one for his nephew, and he bought a set for me. Well, it's very kind of him. I have used these, and the thing with Knipex is they're very sharp. They're never really blunt. Very useful. You don't have to worry about them, and they don't go rusty. A lot of the snap-on stuff, from what I've been watching reviews, they go rusty after a while. The coating of them is a bit odd, where the Knipexes are alright. And now this is a new design where you can actually slide things for the handle and have like a loop on it, or you can have colour coding on it. Well, I haven't done. Maybe put a loop on it, but no, I think I'll survive without. The thing is, they're white, and they think, oh, I'm going to get them dirty, but they've had a bit of use, and they're not come up. But I do clean my tools, so you know it does take some of the dirt off. But they're good handles, so they're very wipeable, and you can clean them. So I've got them. You always need some snips in a bag. And then another present from Johnny. This is something I didn't know about, and I nearly bought some, and then Johnny put me off, because obviously he bought some and he didn't want me to buy another set. This is a Christmas limited edition backhoe adjustable spanner. Now, you always know we get the black ones of these, but the Christmas edition, they put a red handle on them. See, it's got dirt on it already. This one's quite hard to keep clean, this. The handle's quite, it collects dirt. But it's a really nice adjustable. We used this on the fence the other day as well with Sam's backhoe spanners. So we had full backhoe spanner team going on when we did a fence the other day. So, like this, I always wanted an adjustable set because they just dead use. And also Lord Muck, who did the tool bag review, and he swears by these backhoe adjustables. He said it's the most used tool in his bag. So I was like, that's good enough for me, I'll have a set. And I got talked out of buying a set, and then I actually did get a set for Christmas. So that was another very well received present from my friend Johnny. And then in the bottom of here I wanted this in here because I didn't want it not doing anything. A few birthdays ago my dad bought me these, a set of shallow snap-on sockets, quarter drive sockets I should say, because I'd bought this, at the time I'd bought my first snap-on tool. What was this? What was a little quarter drive 72-tooth ratchet, and I wanted to set the sockets for it. I thought my dad would just get me a set of second ones, but I actually went to the snap-on dealer and got me a set of new ones. Instead of cost him an arm and a leg. So I was very pleased about that. But I've kept them in the case because I didn't want to get them dirty, and like I was saying, the snap-on stuff does go rusty after a while, and I wanted to keep it all nice. Now this was hanging around and I never used it because I didn't like taking it out and losing it and all that. So I kept it in the house for ages, but I was like, it's a waste. So when this bag came along, I put it in the bottom, so I've got a quarter drive set. So if I haven't got my green box with me, with my quarter drive stuff in, this bag has got a quarter drive in, so I can get away and do small stuff. So I've got the sockets, I've shallow sockets, I've got the ratchet, I've got a little extension, I think probably like a 4-inch extension, maybe not a 2-inch maybe, a little extension, and then I won this by accident. I didn't even know I'd won it until it went through a really long quarter drive extension wobbly. what will come in handy, you do need long ones. So that's my quarter drive set, and then I've got this is actually, I want to get a 3/8 version of this. This is a T50 for doing rover seats and seat belts and all that. It's the size for rovers. Now it's 1/2 inch. And if you'd like a personalised TE greeting to send to a loved one, a friend, or even yourself, remember www.cameo.com and search Thomas Edward. Cameraman's impact ratchet. But I want to get a 3/8 one of these because I've actually not acquired, but my dad's given me for last Christmas a 3/8 Milwaukee impact, and I want the equivalent 3/8 for this, so I don't have to borrow my cameraman's 1/2 inch impact. So I have that in here because it's useful. Spark plug spanner, had that for years, very useful. And a smattering of spanners in the bottom. Some snap-on stuff because I like my snap-on. A 10mm and 11mm snap-on ring spanner. And then Sam gave me this a few years ago. It's a 15mm snap-on. I don't know when I'll ever use a 15mm because it's not really common size and a funny shape. And then this is what my dad got me years ago, and this is a 10 and 11mm brake pipe spanner. But I thought I'll keep this in the bottom when I do brakes. And then I've got some electrical tape, and then I've got some grease, some Vass. I used that the other day on the battery change around Andrew, my brother's car. I've got some maintenance oil, and that's it. So yeah, that's all my toolbox. Now I'm going to chop and change it as I go along. Even though I'm using the box, there is stuff I want to change. That I don't have to just get a 3/8 shallow set of sockets where I don't have to carry this around, and you have this at home as a home box. I don't know if to get a different lamp, a bit brighter lamp like the newer version of the Power Hand with a bit more power in it. I don't know if I'm going to get a snap-on dead blow hammer. If I feel flush, I might. And it does. There's another thing I quite fancy. I don't know what to do. To either add a Kinipex Cobras into it, but I don't know what to do yet on that, or another set of twin grips like the small box. I'm a bit unsure what to do with that. Yeah, that's about it really with TE. That's my little box is my grab box. This is my bigger grab box if I need bigger tools. And actually, the other day when I did the battery change, actually I had both boxes out with me, because I was telling Johnny at the time when I wanted this box, I was building this bag, I should say. I said I don't want much of these tools to really replace what's in my green box, because I don't want to be taking this out and ignoring my green box. So I've done that. There is various crossover stuff that are the same, but a lot of it actually is tailored for different stuff. So I'm quite happy with it. Anyway, that's my Facom tool bag load haul. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you give us a like, a subscribe. It helps to subscribe because you get to see more videos of me, TE. Make sure if you really want to see more of my videos, there's a Patreon link. For little as $2.99, you can have behind the scenes videos of me, TE, and also early access videos. Or you can go to Full Hog and pay £10 a month to fuel the MGs or the cars to going on various trips out about, well, what I do, I travel about doing railway videos and car videos, so there's that as well. And there's also, if you have a special friend who likes TE and you'd like to get them something for their birthday, I have a Cameo now where I can do a very own personal TE greeting. So there's a few options for you there. And then also remember to click that big bell. Ding! Right, I'll get back to putting this back in now. Right.
Thank you.